So I just put out a message not too long ago about change and the beautiful things of changing. So I also want to put out the other side of that. Understand, I need to put out a message on that as well. Pendulums. But understand this. When you change, you can expect, you can call it whatever you want to, a test, initiation, it doesn't matter. These are all words in my world, they're all words. So you can expect this to happen because the energy has to know that you're serious. Because if you look, it's so easy. People, you can use words for you can claim any dang old thing and it not be true. So, perfect example, in The Matrix, Neo, he just been laying in a chair. He got programmed to knowing karate, or how we say, I know karate, kung fu, whatever the case may be. And he's like, he hasn't fought it one day in his life, right? But he rolled over and he told Morpheus, I know kung fu. What was the first thing Morpheus said? Show me. I hear you just saying, show me. That's what it's about. It's, you could talk all you want to, but show me what you're actually talking about. And that's the exact same thing. So when you make a statement to the universe, oh, I'm gonna change, I'm gonna do X, Y, Z, yada, 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 you're talking to Morpheus. And Morpheus just leans in and be like, show me. And that's what happens. So with that being said, you have to look at momentum. If you're going down a certain path, right? And you've been on this path for however long you've been on that path, years, right? So this is how you're accustomed to doing things. So let's say you've been traveling on this path for years. Now you've been going 100 miles per hour down this path. Now all of a sudden you're like, you know what, I'm gonna turn left. You have to slam on your brakes in order for you to make this left-hand turn, right? So when you slam on your brakes, all that momentum of you going down this path for X amount of years is going to keep going forward. So that momentum has to pass you before you're able to make that left-hand turn. So it's the same exact thing. When you say, I'm not going to do X, Y, Z anymore, that momentum of you doing X, Y, Z has to go past you. So those type of events will arise to make sure that you're done with them. So you have to make a new choice, because if you've been doing X, Y, Z for so many years, you have a pattern built up in that, which makes it easy for you to fall into. So when you change, that's what it's about. You breaking that pattern of you doing the same thing over and over. And these things, you will have to get past that momentum. So when these things are coming up, you might have 1, 2, maybe even 3, who knows, where it pops up, but it's going to stop. The thing is, you have to maintain what you said. I'm done with X, Y, Z. Then you have to be done with X, Y, Z. If you fold, then it's going to more be like, man, I knew you ain't no kung fu. And you're going to go right back to that same cycle that you were in. So prove that you know your kung fu. And always press forward. And I'm going to leave that there. And as always, if you got anything out of this message, I ask you to like, subscribe, and I will definitely check you in the next one.